Hi, how are you? I'm sorry I haven't had time to make a video recently. There were too many patients to take care of, but here I am. Um, Today I wanted to discuss a hodgepodge of different things happening. We'll start with the bleach and the use of disinfectants. As you may heard, the president was thinking out loud that if disinfectants were good for surfaces, would they work internally? And the answer is no. And the reason why the answer is no, and I think there's been a lot of no, don't do it, but I wanted to explain what and why. When you put corrosive like bleach and other things that are in disinfectants in the body, it not only gets rid of the virus, but it only also gets rid of the cells inside the body. So if you drink it, it gets rid of all, it burns all your gastrointestinal. And if you injected the same thing with the arteries, so that is the reason why it can't. I have actually in my professional lifetime seen people do that by accident, and they are left, if they survive, in a very poor condition. So that is the reason why that is not an option. We'll have to look for other stuff to do. That has got me thinking about you know we are all looking for a way to treat this and to cure this. And I wanted to share something I share with all my patients, which is that everything we do, everything, even if it's take an aspirin for a headache or, drink a tea, has a set of positive effects and a set of negative effects, which are the risks and the benefits. Okay. And when we decide to recommend something or to take something is because the benefits are higher than the risks or the negative. Okay, so when your doctor tells you take this for the blood pressure, it's because taking it will be better for you than the risk that it carries. But it always carries a risk. Okay, anything that anyone recommends carries a risk. So when we think about, for instance, the chloroquine, well, it it is not yet up there. The benefit, we don't know that it's up there. It's down here, and the risks are up here. So that's why right now chloroquine is not that good of an idea. Okay, when we think about zinc supplementation, we don't know. We don't really know whether zinc supplementation is. We don't have any data to support it, but the risks are also very low. So that's why some people, and me included, will say, we don't know that it's beneficial, but the risks are low enough to justify trying. So as new ideas come up, always think that it's not only the idea itself and where it sits, but it's also the risks. So only when the benefits are high and the risks are low will it be worth it for you to take it. Okay? So now let's move to a completely different thing, and that is the foggy glasses. So for all of you that wear glasses and a mask, okay, you will see in some occasions that the glasses get foggy when you're wearing it. Okay, the reason for that is because the warm air that's coming out of your body is at 98 or 97 degrees. When it comes out, it's warmer than the air outside, and if it goes up, it fogs your glasses. Now what that means is that up here you're not tight enough. Okay, so what it means is that you need to find a way to tighten it a little bit. So for instance, putting a little clip here that will keep it tighter, not taking it here but here. Okay, and take it as a sign that you need to move a little bit your mask so that the air doesn't come out. Okay, And then I have seen a lot of people when I go to get my groceries or when I go and see patients that wear the mask like this. Okay? You're not trying to stop the spit, but also the air that comes from your nose. So please, 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 full coverage. Okay? Next. A lot of the patients with COVID that I have been seeing are either essential workers or family members of essential workers. So I wanted to take a little while for those of you that are family members or essential workers yourself to remind you what the recommendation is that when you get home, okay, what to do when you get home. So first, dedicate a set of clothes to work, okay? Just 1 or 2 pants, 1 or 2 shirts, and that is what you're gonna wear for work. Ideally, you'll wear also the same set of shoes, and when you mask and gloves, please, that goes without saying anymore. When you get home, try to get undressed, okay, in an area where other people are not going to be in the house. So if you have a garage, do it in the garage. If you live in an apartment, then maybe, get a gown and put it right away in the entrance so you can get undressed, and put the clothes directly to washing. Okay, don't hug everybody in the family with the clothes you used. Just go get undressed and shower before hugging anyone. So get undressed, put it in the washer, go and shower right away. Okay, after you showered and cleaned up, then you hug everyone and chat about your day. But please be sure that you and your family stay safe by taking some extra procedures when you come back from home. Okay. Another thing, I was listening to the Prime Minister of New Zealand, and I really liked the way she described this. So I'm going to share that with you to see what you think. She described the people that share our home, our household, as our bubble. Okay? That means that you can be in contact with your bubble. You cannot be in contact with the people outside the bubble. Okay? So I think this is a very good way to think about it, right? Those that are in your bubble, you get to hug, you get to do whatever you need to do with them. Those outside of the bubble, masks, gloves, all the precautions that we have been talking for a while. And then the final thing that I want to tell you is to remind you that this is not about being lonely. This is about being cautious, okay? Distance does not equal loneliness, and we need to do what we need to do to avoid that. I had someone mention, why would you recommend people go and check on one another? How about social distancing? So let me tell you a story. I have a patient, and he has a memory problem. He has dementia. And one day when I went to see him, he was so hungry because he forgot that he had food. Okay? And the only way this gentleman gets to eat and take his medication is because he has a neighbor that knocks in his door with her gloves and her mask and makes sure he has something to eat every day. Okay? And he would not survive this pandemic if it wasn't for a caring neighbor. So do we need to go knock on your neighbor's door, sit down and have a coffee for 2 hours? No, please. No. Just the bare minimum that it takes to check on someone. If you don't need to go in the house, don't go in the house. Stay outside, knock. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Are you taking your medicine? Are you eating all right? If they're not eating and you want to cook for them, just leave the bag outside, then knock and say, I left a bag of food outside. You don't need to risk yourself, but you need to remember that you're not alone and that there are people around you that may benefit from you. The same thing as who could benefit from your sewing ability to make masks. And for instance, I saw a notice from the Navajo Nation asking people to send them masks because they have had more deaths in the Navajo Nation than 13 states together. So I'll put their address if you want to do that. Check on your neighbor, do things for other people. This is important. And the more we do for one another, the more we are going to be able to survive this as a community. Thank you, and let's go and make this a better world.